HELLCAST. It's the Halloween season, and so HELLCAST returns with Records on the Wrong Speed horror soundtracks. That's right. And then we got some cool shit. You had cool shit, we wanted cool shit, and then you sent it to us. So we got to check that out. And J-Dog is back. I think you didn't leave last time either. So this is a complete episode in a different location, maybe. I don't know. It might be a trick or a treat. And hey, this episode is brought to you by the Dick Candle Blower over at the Reaper Metal Productions fan club on Patreon, Kellen Butts. So J-Dog's going to do what he does, and we're going to get a good blow out of this. Oh, I blew it already.
We got both today. We got Butts and Dicks.
Butts and Dicks.
Kellen, he definitely orders from HH. I've seen his name for sure.
Yes. He's going to appreciate this then, right?
Yeah.
All right. Firmly blown, Kellen. So cheers. And hey, you want to be somebody that gets a good old blow on Reaper Metal Productions, then you should consider our fan club, because there's many more perks than that, but that's one of them. So take a look, reapermetalproductions.com. Everything you need to know about is right there. So let's dive into it. You know, there's a bunch of bands out there that it seems like, hey, it's the latest, it's the greatest. And so I was kind of coming up with ideas like, and I was listening to bands like just to, you know, I honestly was a little bit of that I was like down. We did HELLCAST because we shoot these in batches, as you may not know. And so like I was just, you know, breaking down shit. I had to listen to stuff, and I was like just basically going with the YouTube autoplay. And then kind of found myself like listening to bands I, you know, never would even give a bother to. But it's like, you know what? I'm going to force myself to listen to some shit. So
yeah, I need to do that more. I was on a spree there for a while. Like at HH, just forcing yourself to listen to shit that you probably want.
Nothing to the degree of Don, though, with the entire A section.
But honestly, I think that's the best way to go.
I mean, it was noble, but it didn't get far.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to get far, too, because that's a lot of A's.
That is
I don't think we made it to B, did we?
I thought about that,
No, but you
too.
know what? You know a band I liked to check out? I like them to this day. It's a band called Altar of Giallo. And it's,
yeah.
From Spain. It sounds very much like Gruesome Stuff Relish. I think some of the guys from Gruesome Stuff Relish, who I love, huge fan of, are in Altar Giallo. I could be wrong on that, but I think there are. And they sound like, you know, Gruesome Stuff Relish and Hemorrhage.
I think there's an ancient HELLCAST. I played that. It was probably around the time that you.
Yeah, I think I loved it. I actually loved it. I was like, oh, this sounds just like Hemorrhage and the Gruesome Stuff. And yeah, but so I did. I don't know why I didn't even check them out. Just I knew nothing about them. You know, just passed through you. And,
right.
But so I did to this day. That something good came out of that. So imagine if you did do the whole alphabet. There's no doubt I'd have at least two other bands that I thoroughly enjoyed just by doing that.
Right.
But you get a lot of fucking junk.
Oh yeah. Unless randomly like that, my list is more so kind of even like warranted of like, you know, stuff I hear people talking about and make sure I heard it. So Necrot. Have you heard Necrot or Necrorot? Or...
You know what's funny about man, that band's getting talked about a lot lately.
Well, I haven't heard them.
We just got the newest LP in Hells, and it's sold out like just a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
And Jaime, aka Jamie, aka Athenar, came down to the shop and he bought one too, just this last week. And he asked me, he's like, "Do you like the Necrot?" I'm like, "You know what, man?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I listened to it." I was like, "But is that Necrot with one of the Autopsy members, maybe Eric?" Or is that Necro Sick I'm thinking of? Because I've heard both around the same time.
I thought it was just a brand new band. Yeah, Necrot.
Okay, and I might have been thinking of Necro Sick. Whichever one, and Necro Sick might have an like Eric Cutler or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I put it on. I'm just like, and I thought that was Necrot. And then, but Jamie said to me, he's like, oh, dude, it sounds like like Autopsy. I'm like, good Autopsy or Autopsy?
No,
he's like,
so
well, what's he's like, what's the bad Autopsy? I was like, anything after Severed Survival in my book. He's like, oh, really? You don't like Mental Funeral? I was like, Mental Snoozer-roll? I was like, it's got two good songs, and the rest is boring as fuck.
Well, I don't know. I know that it is kind of in that vein.
So if that's their only,
no, it's not boring like that.
If that's their only album, if you're saying it's brand new, which then I haven't heard. But I want to say
thought that they had an album, and then Mark Riddick did art with Form just recently. They had like an album that was like, shit, I might as well even pull it up. But I listened to the latest and greatest. Needless to
isn't
say,
it called Mortal?
I don't even know what it was called. I listened to Necrot.
I know it was on gold vinyl, and I would listen to it. Like I said, so it's one of those things you just got. Like for starters, I thought I did hear it, and maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm thinking
Give it a spin. So what I thought was basically, yes, I've heard this band's other album. I enjoyed the experience. Didn't need it.
That's what I thought about Necrosick. That's what I thought about Necrosick.
Okay.
I listened to it once in the shop. I'm like, okay, cool, but I don't need it. Like, I'm good.
I was like, oh, I like the mix.
It's like when you went to the movie theater. You're like, yeah, I was entertained, but I won't buy the DVD.
Every single movie I ever see anymore.
Oh fuck, I haven't.
There's never a movie I walk out. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a DVD of that. Never, because they all suck that bad.
Yeah, I can't think of a. Yeah, I don't know,
dude. And you probably got these at HH, and so I saw people talking about it. Old band, and I'm like, I don't recall anyway. Winter, Into the Darkness, that album.
Yeah, dude, we sold probably 100 of those in 2 weeks.
So, what do you think my response was to that?
I just thought they were kind of boring.
What do you think I thought?
Beyond boring.
It was just more Frost worship. Probably the first time somebody maybe Frost worshipped, like, you know, with Obituary and stuff. Because that stuff's older, right? Like 90s.
Winter, yeah.
Winter, they're not German. I always thought Winter was German.
I was actually thinking they were Finnish, but I could be wrong. I
Maybe
heard them way before that. I remember when I first heard them. And you know what? I might even have I want to say you might even have the 7-inch by them or something. I've heard them years ago, and I always thought they were just boring.
Dude, and the best part about it, like when there was something that wasn't boring about their Frost, pretty much like Doom Frost, was like anything good about it was like Frost direct ripoff. Like I'm pretty sure I heard Circle of the Tyrants a few times in their songs. Yeah, and then it's just like I don't know. Dude, Frost was enough.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
Frost was enough. And the thing is like. For me, I was never a huge Celtic Frost fan. I am a fan. I like the first 2 albums.
Right.
But that's why I say I'm not a huge fan, because Into Pandemonium Up, I do not like whatsoever.
Right.
But, like, you know...
even Megatherium, man. Like, the production's not as cool. No,
Megatherium,
like,
it's good. And, so, you know, obviously Morbid Tales. But the thing is what makes those good is not so much that, in my opinion, the sound or anything. It's just they got good, catchy songs. They're kind of easy to get into. Like, you can play it for your mom or dad, and like, yeah, that riff's catchy.
But like Morbid Tales, really
a lot of the other bands that like throw that in there, and they're a little bit more the death doomy. It's just fucking comes off as boring because they don't got those catchy hooks.
And it doesn't have that punchy drum. Like I like that Morbid Tale has too.
And you know, Tom's charisma, the ooh, you know, all
yeah,
that. It's still got a little bit more character to it.
Yeah,
so. They were great for what they did, and then a lot of bands that are trying to capture it.
Now this,
not so much.
This next one though is definitely a latest and the greatest band. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Uada or Uada, Uada. Have you even heard that band? Like I'm pretty sure. I don't know if HH was having it or.
That doesn't ring a bell. No.
Oh,
just
really?
UDA.
UADA. Yeah. I'm going to pull that one up because you might have to just see
Especially
it.
Especially not as the latest, the greatest.
You got to see it. Well, I don't know if it's the greatest.
Well, I mean, as far as like if people are buying it up, I would recognize it.
Yeah. Now, so so that logo.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
So, okay, I'm glad I brought it up.
It looks black metal to me right out the gate, but I could
see. I want to show the audience. Yeah, their logo right there. And I don't know the album I listened to for anybody that's a Uada, Waba, Waba, whatever the fuck their name is.
What kind of music say it is?
Well, it's black metal, but like, so I've heard their other album. The album I just listened to was their newest one. Or
looks like they don't even have it.
Their newest one, Dijon Mustard.
Where are they from?
They're from Oregon. So I think I heard like Cult of the Dying Sun or something, the album before that. So anyway, like they've been kind of seemingly something that you hear about in conversation, people excited about. And I listened to the last album, another one. I enjoyed the experience. However, while enduring the experience, it felt like some sort of modernization was inside the music as well. Like it was black metal, but it wasn't like raw and ruthless. It was more like tame and just nicely crafted.
It might be made, and I know nothing about them, so if I'm wrong, then I don't know anything about them, so give me a break. But I know. Do you ever notice those? And I can't think of any on the top of my head, but it's definitely newer bands within the last 5-6 years. That there's some of those black metal bands that you could totally tell it's hipsters playing in it.
Yeah. I don't know, and I don't know if these guys are, but like Portland, Oregon's not defending their case.
No,
very well because
that's kind of like the capital of it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Oh God. So, because of King Diamond, and then I just see it. People seem to be excited about Idle Hands. Never bothered because they opened the
Dude, another
right. Did you see him at the King Diamond show? They opened the King Diamond. What last year?
Dude,
Fuck, dude, that was a year ago almost.
Yeah, November it was.
Yeah.
Met the king and briefly, if you want to call it a meeting. I guess I did. I didn't give a shit though. But it's funny you bring that up. We have LPs in stock, and I was actually thinking about slashing the price on them big time because they weren't moving. And but hilarious enough because they're co-assignment, and so we can't. But ironically enough, in the last 2 weeks we sold 2. I was like, fuck yeah, sold 2. And I looked at it, and I know nothing about it. I literally just didn't look anything. They might be the greatest shit ever, but right out the gate, since you said open for King Diamond, I don't think I've ever seen King Diamond have an opener that I liked.
Really?
I don't think so.
Wow. So it's heavy metal. It's, I guess, in King's, like, I guess you could, like, kind of put them, like, next to Attic or something, where, like, would be in King.
I love
but
Attic.
it does not sound anything like Attic. It's just got more of that, well, like, even the King Diamond visual. Well, he tells stories and shit. But, like, you know, Attic's not, like, just, you know, they're not wearing cheetah pants and shit. Like, it's a little more dark,
Yeah, but
I
even
guess.
if they had no image, I think there's, I love both those Attic.
Well,
films.
I mean, hard comparison to say that. So Idle Hands, it's basically when you strip any of the visual, which isn't much. It's just a bunch of guys.
Is it kind of more just like portrait, just kind of tame?
Yeah, it's just, dude, the tamest fucking, and I'm sorry, wimpiest. It's for girls. It's for girls heavy metal, and with I guess a slight, like, the name, like, they got like a spider web in the thing, like, it's got a darker edge they're trying to throw in there. Woof, right over my head, because all I heard was pure wimpiness, dude. I was sort of, like, not that it sucked, but I was so bothered I had to turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but
it just seemed like a try hard. Who are they trying to impress? I don't know.
Again, a lot of times when you say you don't like it for those reasons, it seems like I do like it. Sometimes
I don't think you would like them.
But yeah, no, I know what you're saying though, because most of people that are watching at that level, keep in mind, like, I don't really like much of that genre. As much as I like King Diamond, Mercyful Fate, I like select bands of the heavy metal scene. I don't like a whole lot. I mean, everybody knows me. I'm more of a death metal guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not like the best. It's kind of like asking a guy who doesn't like rap, hey, what do you think of Tupac? It's like, well, you're probably not going to get the most positive.
Well, I am rounded like that, and it bothered me as much as In Solitude, another one. Like, they don't suck. There's just something about the personality there.
I just thought there was nothing there. I mean, I did listen to it in the first album in the shop. Isn't that on High Roller Records?
They were. Now they're on Metal Blade.
When they were on High Roller, I listened to that because we got them in, and it was just back. I literally don't remember it. I remember doing nothing for me.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, but yeah, there's certain bands. So I don't like. For a longest time, it was like I would say that about In Solitude. Like, I don't know why they just, like, legitimately bother me.
Oh, they don't
now
bother me.
Idle Hands is the second band that
Dude,
now legitimately, like, dude, I just put it on. I can't wait to shut it off. Like, I'm just bothered. It's like going to a party around people you just don't want to be around.
My fucking hippie coffee all
Yeah,
over me.
there's
God
my
damn it.
analogy. Idle Hands and In Solitude is like going to a party about people that you should like but don't want to be around.
Who's somebody I should like, but I don't?
I don't know, but there are people.
But wait, I don't understand. Well, why should you like them? Why?
Well, you could. You had a good chance. It's not like it's a bunch of.
I see.
It's not like it's a bunch of panini douches where it's like, I'm definitely not gonna like this. It's like, dude, there's going to be a bunch of heavy metalers. Like, they're there.
I'll meet somebody.
Oh, okay. Like, and then you just go. They're like, just get me out of here.
Yeah, I know.
It's that. Now, like, they might be talking about all the same bands we like, you know, everything, but there's something about them, you know, just certain people you don't like, and I think I hear that in the music. Sorry, guys.
But here's the thing, man, I don't know if I've been, I know the exact scenario you're talking about, but I don't know if I've been in if any of those, because, dude, I don't get invited to jack fucking shit.
Oh, dude, it's total derail, but yeah, I am no stranger. If I'm in that presence, I just get up and leave. And I love it. It feels good too, as you like walk out and like, and then if you know people and they hit you up afterwards, like, why did you just get up and leave? It's like I could not tolerate it anymore.
Yeah, I've never been in a scenario like that.
Oh, I have. Yeah, and then
no. I've been in scenarios like that because you're invited to something that you know that you kind of have to go to.
Yeah,
that I knew was going to be the case, but not something where I'm like, oh, this sounds like it could be a good time, and go on my own will, and then I end up. I don't think I'm in that boat.
Yeah. Idle Hands.
All right. I almost kind of want to listen to the LP now. When I go to kind of curious.
Yeah,
now.
We'll follow up.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
But I do want to specifically not. And I made a note to, like, I wanted this segment to be no samples. That way it is just pure what you might think that if you do follow up, like, yeah, you'll go in it with whatever vision you have from this.
Yeah.
That could be like right, wrong, or it'd be hilarious if you're like,
that was great.
Never would have thought that was an analogy I could resonate with. Know exactly what you mean. I'm looking for that.
What if I come back and like, that was great?
Son tells me you're not. You're not.
No,
dude.
I liked. Who's the band that you said would get booed at karaoke? The Greek band.
Witch Curse.
Witch Curse, yeah, they're a good
He's just
band.
a bad singer, though.
Yeah, I like Witch Curse.
But that's like a totally different charm. Like, he's an underground, just bad singer, and you love it for that charm. And I get it. You know what I mean? But, like, I just hear bad, like, literally, like, he's not hitting notes. He's trying to.
He get booed at karaoke.
He'd be booed by a drunk guy at karaoke, so out of key. Blood Incantation. Didn't they tour with Midnight?
Yeah.
So I have heard them. All right. Well, I listened to the album that Jesse from Assimilation is very upset about. The one that.
Why is he upset about it?
Because it has the alien on it, and they stole that from Gorguts. They stole it from another death metal band's other cover. They literally just took the cover and put it on there, and he's like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I think I'm talking about the interdimensional or hidden whatever
Something.
dimensions.
Yeah. So
that band again. For starters, I didn't like the name at all because there's already a band called Incantation and Blood. I just didn't like the name, and honestly, the band did nothing for me. And in all honesty, I do get the vibe that is kind of just hipster guys. Young hipsters playing. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I guess, but I just get that vibe that's just young hipsters playing death metal. That's kind of already been done. Death metal that's been done a million times, and it's like, here we go, guys, in 2015. It's like, you realize there's like 700 other bands like 20 years prior to this that tried this, right?
I mean, I didn't really get that vibe. It seemed like guys that were just playing like old style death metal, a little more technical on the.
And that's what it is. And there's nothing. And I do like bands that come out, but what I'm saying is they kind of blew up in popularity.
Yeah,
and that's why I was like, I don't understand why, because the people that like them, like I said, it almost seems like maybe not the guys themselves, but I kind of get that vibe about the guys, but I don't know them at all.
Right.
But the fan base is kind of more newer, young buck hipsters, and the reason I say that is just because, like, okay, if you do like them and you like this. Guys, like I told you about all these Entomb worship bands that of today, newer Swedish death metal. I'm like, guys, there's bands that were playing this 30 years ago, like tons and tons of bands that they have no idea exist or don't listen to. It's like, why don't you like some of these other? Like, I don't understand, like, why are you so about Blood Incantation, but there's bands there prior that were either equally as good or better, and they're complete like just deer in headlights when you ask them.
And I think they're from Colorado, Denver, so that's another potential to your hipster claim, because that's like capital number 2. I enjoyed it though. I mean, it was a good experience.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I didn't need it though.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. I just think, okay, this has been done 100 times, and I see it just like people buying it up. I'm like,
it was fresher than that to me, but
another band that's like that too. And again, I got the splatter vinyls of it because I thought the color vinyls were cool, and the music, it's up my alley. But it's selling better than other bands of that same genre should. Like, there's a band called Tomb Mold.
Oh yeah,
and it's cool. I got the LPs of them.
Right.
But I'm like, guys, this is like, why are all you newer guys like buying this up like it's like the greatest thing? It's like this has been done a million times, and like some of these other bands I might mention, like you wouldn't even blink an eye.
Right.
I just kind of don't understand. Like, why don't you like some of these other bands? I just don't get it. It's almost like they only buy it when it becomes trendy and cool because you can post about it. That's the vibe I get. And I can be told because you can post about it on social media. See, I'm cool too. Get me in. Suppose I don't have any of that bullshit, so I don't care. I just go by strictly what I like. And preferably, I prefer to like the shit that nobody else does. So it's not like when it becomes trendy and cool, I'm already kind of turned off.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely trendy and cool. A monomarth. And this guy has definitely not really listened to him. So I listened to one of their really long songs that had like a full-on freaking movie with it. Is that the band with the album? Am I thinking the same? With the Schooner?
No, do they have an album called The Crusher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on the shop. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah.
But it was like...
Because I never listened to them. I literally just put that on. It's funny you bring them up. I literally put that on the shop like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, you know what? This band's been around a while. I always just looked at this as kind of like hipster, melodic, chick metal. That's just I never heard them. I just always had that in my mind. I want to hear them. We got them. I'm putting it on. Like, I think it was The Crusher I put it on, and I think that's like their first or second album maybe. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is pretty decent. This is not bad. This is pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's that. Yeah. That's about it. Like it's just again the same exact production. It's just very produced.
Yeah, but for me, like for example, like I kind of enjoyed that more than a Blood Incantation, and it's not because they're better or anything. It's just because like that's like a style. The Amon Amarth is something like it was
It
nice.
fits.
It was nice and fresh for my ears because I rarely listen to something like that. As opposed to, again, maybe for a Blood Incantation, I'm a bad example too because my brain is kind of so saturated with death metal that it better be something really jamming. Otherwise,
It would, but like I guess what I meant by bringing up the production is because like the band members look like they could play the part where it'd be a little bit rougher.
the Amon Amarth.
Yeah,
Oh, I
or
know what
like
the
the
guys look like.
production.
Yeah, I
Oh,
look at
yeah,
'em.
they look like there'd be like they're Swedish, so it looks like they could like the death metal and stuff that we always talk
They
about.
probably do.
And so like the fact that it's like I guess widely. It's got a lot of heavy metal in there, but he doesn't, sing and stuff, and he does do the growl and all that. Like, it was, I don't know, the approach was cool, but it was just like that same exact fucking production that every modern record has. And I'm just bored by that. I'm just bored by that at this point, that took away a lot of points. Otherwise, it's enjoyable.
Which album did you listen to then?
I just listened to a song, and it was like this, it said movie on it, too. So it was a really long song, and it was induced with YouTube ads. So needless to say,
what I'm saying is,
it was a little bit of a yikes.
I'm sticking up with them a little bit because they've been around a while.
Right.
Maybe all their albums don't sound like that. I don't
Right.
know.
No, I know, but it is kind of what you would expect from like a Metal Blade Century Media band. That kind of production. I'm pretty safe to say that it would. But no. I mean, I would go try to listen more. I have heard more of their stuff. I just, dude, in one ear, out the other, or whatever the hell the reason. This was a refresher, needless to say. And so is this. Now, it might as well have never heard them because I've only heard the first album with the guy. I'm pretty sure. Or no, I've heard other stuff, but mainly the one with the guy that Arch Enemy. Whatever that first album's called.
It's funny you bring them up because that was the band I was going to talk about when you said Amon Amarth with standard production. I was going to say like Arch Enemy.
Oh my God, was it not though?
No, I actually enjoy some of the earlier Arch Enemy stuff. I mean, I think the last one that I enjoyed was Burning Bridges.
Well, wasn't that the first album?
No. They have like fuck it, the one with the angel rotting face on there. With the, I don't know, it's rotting.
Oh wow,
it looks like a mask. What's it called? Black something.
Right.
Let's bring them up, Holmes. We got the computer right here. What are we fucking just guessing for?
Yeah, I know.
No,
really.
they got like that's. I think that's that third album, Burning Bridges.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, it's really pop. I don't want to say poppy, but kind of more upbeat and happy. But it's good for what it is. I mean, I don't like a ton of bands that style, if any.
Well, that's what this is.
What's the first one?
Black Earth.
Yeah. It does that. Yeah, Angel Face. Or whatever the hell it
Okay,
is. Cat Face.
that's the one that you.
That's pretty good. Black Earth. I mean, what's after Black Earth?
All right, so let's take a
They have.
look.
I think they have another one before. What's the?
Stigmata.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't even know these albums.
Yeah, and then Burning Bridge.
Burning Bridge. Okay, so that's. I thought that was the first album.
No.
All right, that's
the two. That's what I saw them on that tour. Flying Machine.
wow. So all right, so I heard obviously
The Chick album was kind of like this is. When I first heard the first Chick album, I could see why someone likes it. And dude, honestly, I would much prefer, like, if people were walking around like I listen to metal, especially back in the day, I'd a million times send them saying that than Slipknot and all the shit. I hate Tool and all the bands I hate. I'd a million times rather. Like, I would take any Chick album, Arch Enemy, which I've only heard like one, which is the first one, that was the cutoff. I would take any of those albums, love them, crank them, arm out the window, fucking jamming during the toll booth. You know what I mean? What's your toll? Then fucking listen to 9 Inch Nails any other day of the week.
Well, I put them on because I was listening to an old HELLCAST and we brought them up. And so I was like, I said in there, I said a lot about, I said how that particular photo I showed you with the blue hair girl, the third different girl I think that they've had.
I only know, the first girl.
The latest lineup, Jeff Loomis is in it now.
Oh, I have no idea.
And so that's what I heard. So I'm up to current. And it did not suck. It was just, I made the comment in that previous video about how, glorifying the chick was for the horny guys. I'm wrong. After listening to that, it came 100% clear that this is for uplifting girls. That's what Arch Enemy's for. That's the crowd.
Sweet.
And so, I mean, it's fine, but and that's fine. I'm not a girl that listens to metal, and it's cool that there's something like Arch Enemy to get women into metal. However, I couldn't help but think that if I was a woman or any sort of minority, that the minority attempt to break that mold and get more and more into the objective is so fucking obvious that I can't even listen to the music without just wanting to barf.
Yeah, I don't
like they just put her in the front because it's like, oh, it's like it seems like because she resonates with women.
Well, you gotta
she
remember,
must be a great person.
You gotta remember, I
fine.
don't remember the reason I checked out Arch Enemy when I did, which is like the late '90s. The reason I checked him out was because Michael Amott was in it from Carcass, and I was a huge Carcass and Carnage fan, and I just knew he was in that band, and they had like, they were around Burning Bridges. I think that was like '99, 2000. That's when I checked him out because I knew he was doing that, and I like Heartwork. I like those albums, and that was the reason I checked it out. And I'm like, this doesn't really sound like Carcass. I like some of the guitar leads. It's cool. I mean, I didn't love it, but I'm like, it's got some enjoyable songs. Like, there's some songs I enjoy.
Right.
But then the Chick album was after Burning Bridges. I forget the first one. I remember just being a little too happy for me, but I didn't think it sucked. I'm just like, that's not really my
exactly,
thing.
yeah. And
But it had good riffs here and there. It wasn't like complete like a lot of the
it's not.
a lot of the really underground elitists like King Folly had that shirt. Singer of Arch Enemy is a fake metal cunt. He's had those shirts made. A lot of those guys are like ripping on them more than I was like, don't get me wrong. I was like, I don't really need it.
I guess
I was like, but it's not that bad. I was like, put it this way, it's better than some of the shit that's considered elite, in my opinion, that actually sells.
No, I agree.
That.
It was music, and it was musically sound. It was just, I don't know. I just couldn't barf on the other side of the objective.
But very much, commercialized and to the masses, for sure, no doubt about it.
But I just still didn't like it, like I don't know, again, to like glorify the women thing, because it's just like, because women needed like some sort of boosting character too to feel accepted. Like, I don't know. It seemed to be belittling in a way.
If you want to listen to a great female album, I mean, obviously there's Dracada, but I always thought they were kind of boring too, because, what I mean, when you used to call it death metal's got to be at least mid-pace or fucking blast beats. If it's anything less than that, real slow, to me, that's more doom metal, in my opinion, even if it does have low down-tuned vocals. So I was never a big Dracada fan, but, props to them. They had their place. The all chicks, that's cool. Just, again, kind of like the later Autopsy albums, I just thought it was kind of boring. But I like, not my favorite album by the band by no means, but I thought it was a great album, as Sinister Creative Killings with Rachel singing. With that doesn't sound like female vocals at all. That's actually the last Sinister album I liked. She sang on the one after that, too, and I thought that album was boring. And everything after that, I just thought was shit from what I heard. I haven't heard all of them, but I heard an album here and there. I was like, I don't like this at all. Because obviously my favorite's like, Cross the Sticks, Diabolical Summoning. But I thought that Creative Killings album was a relatively good record. And she sings on it, really low-tuned, brutal vocals. And but she was initially in a band, which is kind of more like death thrash, without those really low vocals. The Cult, yeah. And that's good stuff too.
Yeah,
it's been quite a while since I listened to it, but it's good. It's like more like I said, death thrash. But I mean, that's a female singer, and kind of like you're saying, for the chicks, the masses,
And then this last one just crept in there while I was ready to shut it off, because by Arch Enemy, I was definitely getting into the algorithm of YouTube by making this decision. In fact, I just couldn't walk to the computer fast enough, and when I did, it's like, all right, well, I got to be fair. I never officially listened to him, and it's officially press play for me, and that is Lamb of God.
Never heard of my life.
I'll tell you what, man, I hated it as much as I thought I would.
I just hate the name, too. It's the fact that it's got G-O-D in the name, and it's not directly negative about
but they're
them.
trying to be, apparently. And the thing of it is, dude, it's
would I
like
them?
No, you'd fucking hate it,
what I
dude.
Figured, yeah.
Well, people try to redeem it like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was like when I did that radio show briefly with Athenar. Like, because the singer of Lamb of God had a show on there. So I think like Soft Heart Reaper was like kind of going in there like, oh, we're on there. He might be cool then, and like. And then looked at like there was like a bio, and like I looked at what he played, and it wasn't like god awful,
Yeah.
So it's like redeeming in that place. Finally, all I needed to do was listen to the music, though, and I would have like, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
like,
my introduction when I first heard of Lamb of God, because like I said, I've never, if I heard them, it was on accident. Somebody had it on in the back. I never put it on, so I know I never directly listened to them myself. And I know probably everybody does this. Sometimes when you hear a band, but however, you hear about it from the clientele that's already likes them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you judge it off that, which I do. Which probably shouldn't do, but I do it anyways.
You can with this.
Yeah, you judge it off the clientele, and the clientele I saw with Lamb of God, whether it be shirts or people that brought them up to me somewhere, I'm just like,
enough said.
If you like it, I know I won't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be
and that's
great.
I know that's my introduction. I don't remember who it was, but I know it was. That's how I first heard of them, and it was just literally like, if this person likes them, because I know other shit they like, and I kind of know this person's like, there's no way I'm gonna.
I just saw like a Jay and Silent Bob Chris Rock appearance at the end, like, did you spit in this?
Oh, yeah,
you got
yeah.
boogers. Like, I just see like you like
Taste that
meeting
booger
somebody,
flavor.
like
I know it's in there.
you know. But I just see like you like meeting somebody, and they're telling you about Lamb of God, and then you're just like, like, do you like it? Like, oh fuck, then I don't.
I don't.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's all. That's what you should have led with. You would have saved 10 minutes of my time describing that shit. And the funny thing was, the last person that did talk about how awesome they were was somebody that absolutely loved them, and I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, buddy, if you were saying this, then I must hate
Put it to you this way, for
and
example.
I was right.
And again, like maybe some people are surprised that I said some of the early arch enemies are good. So you're always surprised by shit. But let's just say this: a person that likes a lot of shit that I like, at least in the death metal field, is Will Raumer.
Yeah. He doesn't like Lamb of God.
Exactly. I never asked him, but I would bet $100 that he doesn't like Lamb of God.
Dude, I want
But I could be wrong. Maybe he does.
Well, remember,
But if I had to guess, do you think Will Raumer likes Lamb of God? I'd be like, no.
Dude, that's a great idea. Because remember, Tool.
Yeah, Tool.
For the segment idea should be like least suspecting questions or something to that effect. Where like, yeah, you ask like people like you just said, like, you know, somebody that would never be Will Raumer. Like,
but then you
gotta
get,
know, like,
you get the surprise.
what would his response?
Well, sometimes you get the unexpected. Remember, like, yeah. So what do you think about Pantera? Oh, they're my friends.
Yeah.
Who said that?
No, or it just reminds me, like,
he's my friend.
when I was a prick kid working at McDonald's, and then they were telling you got to try to upsell bacon. So I was just a smart ass, and I'd ask for anything, you know, chicken nuggets, bacon. You want bacon? And everybody's like, they're never gonna do it. But then you got the one guy like,
yeah, sounds good.
You know, you had to sit there and think about it. Yeah, oh yeah. You know, you thought you were gonna get the inevitable no, but then no, that sounds like a great idea.
See, he wasn't even paying attention.
That's what I thought. Like then he looked like it sounded like too. He looked around the car, like at the rest of the family, like, you know, bacon on nuggets.
Yeah,
sounds like a good idea.
You eat some bacon, you eat a nugget.
Like like, and how do you execute that? They're like, you have to grab the bacon and the nugget at the table.
Just got to kind of like a burger and a fries. You don't eat the burger and the fries at once. You eat some fries, you eat the burger, take a bite of the burger. Eat some more fries. Take it.
I guess. What's the point at that point though? Like, it's
just taking 2 side dishes.
Records on the wrong speed. Halloween edition. Creepy. I guess that'll be the question. Are they creepy anymore? Because we got soundtracks on the wrong speed. Kind of switch it up a little bit. I try to pick shit, though, that people might even know. Because granted, I
don't think I know any soundtracks.
Well, you'll know this, because I picked Halloween 2.
Yeah, but I only know the main song. Like, I don't know the whole fucking...
Well, right. Well, we don't have to listen to the rest of it.
Oh,
but that's going to be... Well, you've done how many episodes? We don't listen to that.
Yeah, but you know the exact track is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. How would I not? Granted, you're right. Halloween 2 theme. It's, yeah, okay. Well, this is Halloween 2, so it's slightly different.
Is that a glow-in-the-dark vinyl, or that's just a Coke bottle clear?
I don't know. I think if we turn... I would love to turn...
No, it's probably not. I think the Coke... I think the glow-in-the-dark's a little bit more white. But it looks similar.
Yeah, this is sweet, too. This is obviously the later reissue at this point, because a lot of this shit, dude, these soundtracks, that's a fucking biz.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. They sell.
See, I don't know anything about... Yeah,
and if you care about these...
First person I heard about in the soundtracks was Satan. Oh. Remember your boy? He'd have the Predator soundtrack and shit. And he's like, just listening in the car ride. I'm like, what? Like, you're just like randomly listening?
Yeah. Let me, it was going to get to the, yeah. So do you think Halloween, though, main theme? Yeah. You think that's going to be creepy or fucking stupid? At the wrong
in the middle.
speed.
I don't think stupid. I don't think creepy. Kind of like a little bit more like, I could tell what this is, but it sounds off. You know what I mean? Because it's so kind of like such an iconic thing that everybody knows.
Yeah.
You go to a haunted house and shit, they usually have it in the background. You know, everyone kind of just knows. Even if they've never seen the movie, they know.
Fun fact, because you like the thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I don't really know what I mean, I've seen it once or twice, and it's been a while. But, I mean, Kurt Russell's always good, and, you know.
So fun fact is John Carpenter usually always does his music for his movies.
Yeah,
and,
you told me.
For Halloween 2, obviously, Halloween was one of his claims to fame as far as music goes. When Halloween 2 came, the reason why Alan Howarth, who then became his big partner with a lot of his themes moving on from there, like Escape from New York and shit, reason why he got involved with it is he was busy with the thing. And he didn't even want to do Halloween 2. So when he had that gig on his plate and they wanted the music and shit, he was like, how about you do this? Because he helped him, Alan Howarth helped John Carpenter do one thing. But then he's like, you know what? You're going to do the Halloween 2. Well, all right, I guess I am.
So he didn't do the music for Halloween 2?
No. So what's interesting, well, partially. He helped them out, like did stuff, because then they became a team. Where then if you saw John Carpenter live, you really realized that when it came to music, he really relied on that team heavily because he just stands there too and fucking just when it comes to Halloween too, when they play it, like his son and everybody else is doing the da-da-da-da-da, and he's just he just does the one chord.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was great because even his like banter in between songs was like, it wasn't like it was just this heartfelt long Paul Bailoff spiel or anything. It was like, hey, how are you doing tonight? This next song is Halloween, essentially.
Well, yeah, you're kind of.
And he had to like look at paper and read it. That was awesome. I was like, damn, John, I can't remember shit.
Where you used to metal shows too. I don't know what regular crap does. Like if you go see I don't know what's a popular person that George Michaels or something. You know, I don't know.
He comes up a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he does. Like I would have no idea. Like what's a show like with that? I have no idea.
But it was just funny because John, like, he literally, like, this next one you'll know. I love horror movies. As he had to like pause and he
can't
flipped
think of that
the
on the
page.
fly?
Like, yeah, and it wasn't like it was something like, fuck, he's never gonna remember that. You know, Abraham Lincoln's speech. It was just, hey, how you doing? I love horror movies. This next one's Halloween.
Yeah,
that's not hard to remember.
Pretty sure you guys heard it.
Yeah, and you can even hear his breath as he's flipping the page. I'm like, what?
He should pull a Legion from he should pull up a Legion from Marduk. He'd be like, if you don't know this next one, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, well,
so Legion says.
I think that was what he alluded to. If he could remember, he maybe would have had a better line. So here we go.
Would be like him not being the biggest Marduk fan. Like, oh, what the fuck am I doing here?
I would have been already left. I wouldn't have heard it. Although I did like the Bret Michaels album or the Hitman Heart.
Hitman Heart. Yeah, I haven't listened to Hitman Heart. I was kind of turned off by the cover.
It was a pretty cool album.
There's no Legion and Hitman Heart on the cover.
I don't know. I dug it. Give it a chance.
Yeah, it still sounds like his stuff. Kind of sounds like it'd be for Escape from New York or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Like I said, it's pretty an iconic thing to where I think you'd still recognize it.
It does sound kind of funky in a album.
Well, it sounds funky for sure. Yeah, it sounds different, but
it does have a little bit of an album and Chipmunk's quality. But yeah, for the most part,
the more upbeat part would be like, yeah, Escape from New York.
Yeah. Which I guess that's like one of the best-selling soundtracks
Escape
ever.
From New York?
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Do you own a copy?
I just own the DVD and then the movies.
I've got the soundtrack and DVD and everything. All right, it's CREEPSHOW. So you probably don't know, but this will probably be more like, yeah, even if you did know.
Is that the one with the monster in the box that comes out or whatever?
It has the skeleton on the hand. Yeah. It's CREEPSHOW 2 is awesome as well.
I don't know if I've seen the second one.
Oh, dude, it's great. George Romero and Stephen King. Plus, it's just quirky and shit, too. It's fun stuff. So, probably, we'll see if it's as creepy, because it's all synth as well, so it might be. Oh, that's actually normal speed. Wait, no, it's not.
It's not much of a difference.
Yeah, it just kind of changes the note and the speed. And then adds the chipmunks in the choir.
Yeah, it don't sound weird.
Yeah, because horror maybe could say, like, give me a chipmunk-sounding kid voice.
Well, not to mention, too, because it's not like it's like a bunch of blasts and beats and shit like that's what's going to sound. Like, for example, if you were to put on some, like, regular music, maybe like Van Halen and something, and put it on, like...
Please not.
Yeah, dude, don't even get me started on that. I'm not...
I kind of do want to, but yeah, another time.
Yeah. But that might not sound too abnormal. You know what I mean? As opposed to some of the shit that you put on, like the death metal stuff, it does because it's already blasting. Like, remember when you put on that Zoom 7-inch? It just sounded like a wall of fucking noise,
right.
You know? So...
What's going on with this fucking thing? What is this, the player at HH?
Yeah, why do you have a record player that don't work, and you got a fucking seat? Like, why does everything nothing work?
Dude, well, my life. I don't know.
My life. And my life is, dude, everything's more complicated than it needs to be.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like, way more. I'm talking about right down to taking out the trash. You got to fall on some ice or something fucking stupid. It can never be just walking down to the fucking curb problem free. Always some dumb shit happens. You either get some solicitor or something. So
it's even the way I feel about the digital world, man. Like, it's like, yeah, if you want to, like, listen to an album, then you got to sit there and fucking listen to a goddamn ad. Then it plays one song and then it goes quiet. You got to pull your phone out. You can't just put it in your fucking pocket because
you talking about playing on YouTube or what?
Just anywhere online. It just sucks. Flat out fucking blows. I'm absolutely sick of it. Want to get rid of my internet connection? Fuck you. Just hate it, dude. It's so annoying.
Well, I tell you, man, technology needed to stop at around 2003. Good. What I tell you?
Now this
Nobody
one
got the memo.
J-Dog's going to agree is one of the greats that nobody's going to agree other than you and me of horror, and that is House.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Dude,
it's even got an awesome cover.
Yeah, this is not different for the soundtrack, but
I like that one too. That's got a cool cover, and so is the movie, the hand on the cover of the DVD, which I have the DVD.
So this one we're going to get to hear the even, because, you know, the cello in the beginning.
Dude, I don't know anybody in person that likes this. Well, maybe not that likes it, but like nobody ever brings the movie up.
Right. I'm going to, do you like the movie House? Let it be known in the comments.
And I guess there's more than one of them too. I've only seen the first one.
House 2.
But isn't there like 3 and 4 too? I thought somebody was telling me there is.
That somebody was moi. And yes, there is. There's House 3
wait, hang on.
called The Horror Show with Lance Henriksen.
No, hang on. I got a DVD of another one. I think it's House 3 or 4 or something like that. Did you ever see it?
No, but I got to watch House 2 that you bought me.
Yeah, that's the one I bought you, right? You didn't watch it yet?
No.
Oh, man. Well, there's a reason I gave it to you. Let's put it that way.
This is awful. And Bill Maher's in it.
Yeah, but it's not just... If it's House... I don't remember which one it was. If it was 2, 3, whatever.
No, it was 2.
It's like wow awful.
Yeah, number 2. But number 3 is something where it's like, yeah, it's totally unrelated. Lance Henriksen's in it. They're like in a prison, and that actually people even, I think, like.
Okay.
But nobody likes House 2. That's the bigger question. Do you like House 2?
See, that DVD, whatever I gave you, that was like years ago. You still haven't watched it?
Forgot all about it.
Well, you gotta
say it was like years ago, and last year I moved and I had to pack all my shit up. So
yeah, but you just gotta go.
Well, now it's Halloween.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch House 2. That's presumably gonna be awful.
You might
any other time of the year.
Yeah, but shit I don't like you do.
But sometimes the bad horror movies, they're bad awesome when you watch them at Halloween time. You got to have the right season too.
Don't pull the arch goat guy on me. You got to wait for the moon to be right for us to do it.
When it comes to bad horror movies, sometimes you have to pull the arch goat
So
guy.
you would like Leprechaun 4 during Halloween time?
No.
Leprechaun Space?
No, you got to watch that during what the fuck's this?
St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's just an awful movie, period.
It's pretty fucking bad. It's so bad that you almost kind of got to watch it because it had me laughing at parts. I'm like, this is like, they couldn't have made this with a straight face. Like, this is like really bad.
This is going to be the extra creepy version because it's slower.
Oh, is it because this is originally on 45?
Yeah. The soundtrack's short. It sounds exactly the same.
It does, yeah. I totally recognize it, yeah.
I want to watch fucking House.
House is great, yeah. I always want to move to a house that kind of has that shit going on. I want to go to throw my chair through a window and go down a mysterious pit. That'd be awesome.
Dude, I totally want to watch House now. Fuck. We're back by no demand at all. The most popular segment, of course, is the randomization on Metal Archives. You never know what gem you're going to find when you do a random band on Metal Archives, but I can assure you that somehow the randomization just so happens to be in the spirit of finding the most low-grade looking crap that seems to come up. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like when
I don't know why it seems to be, so today we'll find out.
When producer did it the one time in the episode, yeah, it was all. I don't think I heard of a single one of the bands. Right? I was like, this is all shit I haven't heard of.
And then it was bedroom quality, like 15-year-olds.
There was the one band that was on Cogumelo Records or whatever, which I never heard of, but I was like, I guess they're at least on a.
Well, so this will be. So let's find out. So let's do some randomization here. Let's get over to Metal Archives and boom. If you want to try this at home, I encourage it. But just don't start a podcast. Man, you can do that too.
That's why you got to go listen to whoever randomized. That's how you check out bands too. Go check them out. See how it is.
Yeah. So this is Mithril. I mean, there you go. I mean, it doesn't look like it's total bedroom quality.
Doesn't look like it's totally awesome either, though. It
no.
Looks like they got barely any releases. What's that? What's the newest release?
They're a power speed metal band, and their album Deep, Damp, Dark came out in 2007.
So they're like long gone.
Yeah, and then the cover does not look. I mean, yeah, it looked like a bunch of guys that got enough money together to put out an album well enough.
Didn't work out, and they said, "Fuck this."
Pretty much, it wasn't like it was a.
And then one of the guys got pregnant, married, or dead, and then they stopped. Right?
I guess. I hope one of the band members watches the show to correct us.
Doubt it.
So next random band, Frozen Tears. Like, now this does look like garbage. Like low
So They
grade.
don't have anything. What do they have? Just a demo?
They're from Chile. They have 2 demos from 2002 and 2003. Now,
Dude, they're dead or in jail. Chili, for sure. Yeah, they're long gone.
no possibility of just being like, I didn't really want to keep doing this band stuff. Dead or in jail.
Yep.
Oh,
And
man.
I never heard of them either, by the way.
No. And it does look like total like amateur quality, right?
100%.
All right, Sexual Atrocities. Now this looks like
this look more appealing.
yeah, this looks like kind of a cool band, like kind of like Dick Vomit esque, where they're goofy.
Pretty cool logo too. And what year is that stuff? Guys actually look like they listen to metal.
Yeah, 2012 is their album.
They might be still alive.
It's got Tom Booze,
Don't know Tom Booze.
Jesse, Eric, and Josh, and yeah,
Josh, the bass player.
no, was that what it was?
No, from the one album.
Yeah, Cruel Bomb.
Yeah, Cruel Bomb.
Dude, I was rocking the Cruel Bomb
Was
shirt.
it Kyle, the bass player? Or something like that?
And then one last random band.
What kind of music is Sexual Atrocities?
Oh,
God damn it, son of a fucking bitch.
Sexual Atrocities is brutal death metal, grindcore, and their lyrical content is sex.
Yeah, I got the vibe.
The vibe, or just thought that the one word literally meant what it meant?
Yeah.
Downright dirty. There's no way you can call your band that and be thrash, as they said it is, but I don't know. Maybe they don't give a fuck.
I'm kind of getting some Crowbar vibe over there.
Right.
Looking a little Crowbar in
Downright Dirty seems to be like a band, especially how this one looks. Like, yeah, they'd be like Nala, New Orleans kind of,
I just see Crowbar over there. Like that one band we searched, remember? I was like, that's the vibe I get, the fan base.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. I could be totally. What kind of music to say it is?
Thrash.
Doesn't look thrashy.
No, I know. Beer and Loathing in 2018 is their album. I mean, I guess it does look kind of crossover, the cover of that.
That does, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was way more like that's always pointless when you see that on. Here's how to look up Metal Archives if anybody ever wanted to know. Like, if you just has a contact and it's a band's Gmail address, chances are you probably don't want to bother emailing it.
Why is that? What happens?
Because they're probably just gonna be dead or
in jail.
Or just as pointless. Like, where are you gonna get with that? They're probably never gonna reply.
What kind
Hell,
of?
it might be.
What should they have?
Just it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be on Metal Archives. It just seems it just reeks unprofessional.
Does it?
I would think a Gmail address.
I have a Gmail address.
But for your band,
I don't have a band.
Hell's Headbangers, contact me, Justin at gmail.com.
No, they.
No. I mean, that's I don't. All right, fine. I'm a fucking opinionated dick.
Maybe it's be like, we're not supposed
So
to be.
we didn't know, Reaper.
It's not supposed to be professional. It's supposed to be underground.
Right.
They can make that argument.
They would make that argument.
So what's the problem, brah?
I'm just saying that it throws off the perspective of your band there, brah. Makes you look very amateur.
Maybe they're like, we don't want to look like an Iron Maiden.
Well, this week's album more. What the fuck did this? What was that band called? Deep Down South, or the hell they're? And you, what do you think? This week album more is gonna be an easy one. And goddamn, I thought we already did this one. So a shout out to Mike who suggested doing this. And if we did it already, then it's your fault for giving me a shitty idea. This week's album more. Melissa versus Don't Break the Oath.
I thought we did do that.
I did thought we did that. Now, what was the response then? I'm going that you were going to say Don't Break the Oath by a mile.
No, I would say Don't Break the Oath, but not by a mile, by no means, because there's songs on Melissa like Evil, and like Evil's one of my favorite songs, and I'm trying to think, because there's some songs on Melissa that I like more than Don't Break the Oath. For example, if you take the song Evil, I like that better than I do Princess of Hell.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I think Evil's by a mile better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just kind of
Curse of the Pharaoh is great. You know what I mean? I like the whole album, but the song, my least favorite song, like for example, actually my least favorite song on probably Don't Break the Oath would probably be Princess of Hell. My least favorite song on Melissa would probably be At the Sound of the Demon Bell.
I guess I just thought that you had some more like holier than thou towards
honestly,
Don't Break the Oath.
I don't. The thing is, I think everything.
I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I think that's the general vibe in the metal scene, though. The holier than thou, like Don't Break the Oath, or you got the wrong answer.
I think there's going to be a pretty good divide, though. I think there's going to be a lot of people saying, hell, I think there might even be a Dion Bruce Dickinson thing where people might be like, nah, I don't know about that. They might not be like, fuck that album, but like there will be like those people that'll really like Melissa more for some reason. I have a hunch for that.
Yeah, I'm sure they exist.
And then there'll be no contest.
I couldn't
Or
say,
not no contest.
Yeah, I can't say no contest.
I think there'll be people just like not unable. No contest in that people will be unable to make a decision.
Yeah,
There might be a lot of this like they're fucking perfect records kind of thing.
That's kind of where I stand. Yeah, I don't think one's like I said because there's songs on both that I like more than the other. You know what I mean?
Well, and then the thing of them is, as albums, then as we know, they're like basically written at the same time. They're both demo products. You know what I mean?
Like at the same time.
Well, yeah, like all those would have like Bratz.
A lot of those
stuff.
songs. Okay, yeah. Like,
I mean, they weren't like in the same like album session.
Yeah,
like we were sitting penning Melissa. Like they were just penning songs.
Yeah, like Don't Break the Oath, A Dangerous Meaning. That was already Death Kiss.
Right.
For Bratz. Yeah.
And there's a lot of.
Granted, it was different, but it's still the same.
I think a lot of albums of those caliber where they're like that, where like the batch of songs of the first two albums came out around that. A lot of people like just tend to feel the same way about both of those albums. Like there's no contest between them. Like they're just both equally great records that are liked both ways. It's almost like a continuation. Like honestly, as for me too, like for Fate, like it's so short lived as far as what I care about, like the reunion and stuff. That's like those are their albums, the only two albums as far as I'm concerned. So it's like it's just a continuation. Then you put that on and then put the beginning on and jam nuts, have the fun and all that, and then the bonus tracks and. It's like Carnivore. Like there's really no better two albums. It's like I just wanted this band to be longer. All we got was two albums. It's like a short-lived heyday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that might be the response, though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think that's probably the more accurate response. Like I said, most people that I know always said, "Don't break the oath," and almost like with certainty.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it was that much better? I was like, I don't know about that.
But, right. It was just because Melissa was such a crappy album. Thank God they topped that piece of shit.
Exactly. That's exactly. And I kind of never said, I'm like, I don't know. They're at least close.
Let's see what is in this box that was sent from... Shout out to Paul Sanchez in Texas. Paul was so fucking cool and alert that he knew that ReaperMetalProductions.com has it listed out for you. Our P.O. Box. P.O. Box 3884, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. 44223 is where you can send mail, and I'll pick this shit up, and we'll open it. And I'm hoping... fucking J-Dog's packed that razor like you did previously because I forgot to grab one because damn, Paul, you didn't want this thing to be opened easily.
Yep.
That's how J-Dog rolls. Some people carry a knife. You say, fuck a knife. I need a razor.
That's right. Just like the band. Up your ass right here, right now.
Yeah. Huh? That is what he said.
It is.
Oh, man. So we got some tapes in this one. Paul might have been... Hey, this kind of looks like
Riddick's?
Well, no, it kind of looks like the crossover band. Like the more like
yeah, it kind of does a little bit. Yeah.
Sweet. So it looks like Paul either has a
heavy,
similar. So this is Nihilistic Outlaw. Oh fuck, Paul! It's all broken. It's on the floor.
Dropping them. We broken them.
Criminal Order. So did we get the same thing? So did Paul hook us both up?
I think so.
I don't think there's a letter in here. Shit, there's.
Did he?
Yeah. I can find it.
Gotta tell us what the fuck's up.
Yeah, you can't do cool shit and then not have the backstory with it. So, hey, if you're ever going to send cool shit, make sure you can include the note because I'll drop it on the floor and then really not know.
Fuck, it's a big note.
Dude.
It's giving me life history.
Life history is what we get. That's why we got a segment. You got to give people they spent the time. You know what I mean?
Give them the time.
Give them the time. Greetings. My name is Paul Sanchez of Doomsday's Day Today Records, a member and founder of Nihilistic Outlaw Criminal Order, aka NOCO. I admire your YouTube channel. I am writing to you if you can review my current releases of my label, Bush Hog Suicide, Chains of Belmont, Insanity's Reign, Catharsis. And if you can't review, you can mention our label Bandcamp page. See, I'm not ready. I'm doing it all there, Paul. The answer is yes. I enclosed 2 copies of her comp tape released on Eternal Darkness Creation. Enclosed flyers with price. Paul's going old school. Any publicity is appreciated. We are a grassroots underground label. Only social media page we use is our Bandcamp page. I would have never considered Bandcamp social media, but I guess it kind of is.
It's just the trend of the masses these days.
Yeah.
Because honestly, without HH doing it, I wouldn't even know what the fuck it is.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, obviously we are giving it publicity right here, right now. Up your ass.
What are those two? What are the other 2 ones?
So these are the Chains of Belmont. This is Catharsis, not with a K, from Germany. This is Bush Hog Suicide.
I never heard of any of those, man.
Insanity's Reign.
Holy shit, there's more?
And this is the record. And this is the tape player I'll use to play it on a future episode. So thanks, Paul. Now let's get to the next thing, because I thought maybe there would have been 2s or whatever that will. Well, there is one of there.
Yeah.
So then there you got. Put that on your pile.
All right.
We don't want to be weeks later looking for discs and tapes now.
I was out in a hurry or something. Guy had a late night HELLCAST. Doesn't give me any notice.
Gave
Now we're at this new location that I got lost to get to. And
did you?
Fuck yeah. Fuck.
All right. So next one is from Shamil. Or Shamil. Sorry, man. Butchered your name. But you probably were assuming I would.
Like Ishmael.
From Czech Republic, too.
Oh, shit. He sent from Czech. He paid the big bucks to send it overseas.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, Czech Republic does have, like, that different currency. I was going to say, yeah, 276 something.
I doubt that's equivalent to dollars.
I hope not, because fuck. Yeah, you did pay the big dollars. Yeah. So, let's find the note so we know.
Did you write it in English?
Yeah. How the fuck else was I going to read it?
Well, all right. Dude, you'd be surprised. I get emails from HH in like totally different languages. Like, you do realize where I'm from, man. I don't know how to read this shit.
Check out them flyers, brah.
One's got battery on it. Oh, looks like he's got a restaurant or something.
Oh, yeah.
But see, it's not in English. I don't fucking know.
But isn't that cool? Because
definitely is cool.
I saw this earlier.
Dissection on the wall and battery. What's not?
Isn't that HH Archgoat Satanic War Master?
Yeah, that's to say. I see Archgoat, but it's on a weird angle, so I can't like. It looks like it's a Satanic War Master Archgoat though, but isn't
that cool?
I'd go to that restaurant.
But isn't that So 2 thoughts. A, isn't that cool when you get to see something that you saw pretty much 500 of, then in a flyer at somebody's place and across the world? And then B, yeah, why the fuck doesn't the United States have a place like that? Would you ever find yourself walking to anywhere in the United States that they would have an Archgoat Bathory banner and then it would be like a restaurant? I mean, I guess Metal Haven was trying.
Yeah, I guess someone's maybe tried it. I mean, I've never been there, but that's somewhere I would go. Yeah, but I mean, you got to understand, like, regardless, like, let's say even Metal Haven, like Chicago, someone of his caliber, he'd have a much better success rate with it than somebody here in Ohio, probably. But even there,
why the fuck is that?
Well, think about it, like, because the average is not you're catering to a very small niche.
So. No, I know. I just think like metal is very popular in the Northeast Ohio area. Like somebody could
but
pull
Chicago
that off,
seems to have a better scene. That's the vibe I get.
Yeah,
well, bigger population too. So like, what do you expect?
I don't know. Could get that small town pride up. There's plenty of small towns that do.
Yeah, there
smaller
is,
towns.
You know, if you're trying to run a successful, restaurant or whatever, you kind of need. I guess the regular population would come in too. Someone would, I would think someone.
Exactly.
Muster up some fucking cojones and come in. Like, what's the problem?
I'm just saying, there's too many sports bars.
The
last thing was like when you see in this, like I got a dream. I'm gonna open a sports bar. God damn, Shamil, it's taking for me forever. Talking about sports bars and trying to open this shit up.
Oh shit! I thought it was several CDs with no cases. The way he wrapped that fucking thing.
Yeah. Afum za.
That's definitely gotta be Czech, huh?
I read no, they were from shit. Where did I throw his note? Nonetheless, he sent us 2 things. There's a tape of Bestial Reviler or Reviler. And that's Shamil's band, I believe.
The cover is good. It's definitely
yes, that's his band because that's his demo. He said, and
definitely sweet and to the point.
Yeah, he said it's very, very raw. I'm sure you could kind of conclude by looking at it. Well, needless to say, this is cool shit. And luckily, we have a segment that's going to be coming up here on a future episode that you are very well familiar with that we'll play this stuff on. Well, that's everything we've got for this time. So if you want to have cool shit and you want us to talk about it and show it on camera, well, then by all means, go to ReaperMetalProductions.com, go to the contact section, and there's that P.O. box for you because, it's already there, and it's a long one to ramble on to remember.
And Reaper likes to go up there and have a stuffed mailbox. He doesn't want to be a lonely boy opening up an empty mailbox.
Yeah, because check this shit. I did go up there to a big stuffed, dude, it was so stuffed that I had to get one of the keys to
was
go.
a lot of flyers and
worse.
Junk mail.
Worse. Returned mail.
Oh, that is the worst.
It was the worst. And it was...
Why was it returned?
Because all the Reaper Metal Production shirts, well, not all of them, a handful of them went out accidentally as media mail.
Oh,
and the going out of business USPS did not appreciate it.
Yeah.
They were fucking cracking down on some inspections because they even gave me a fucking note.
Yeah, HH gets those orders all the time where it says no shirts and they don't know what it means, but they select it anyways. And then I'm like, dude, we'll ship it in a box, but if you don't get it, that's on you, brah.
Well, this was not on anybody else but myself, and it was accidentally done, and then I was like, fuck. Luckily, I was able to refund them all, though. They didn't, charge me for them, all the labels. They just literally, it didn't get any further than the Cuyahoga Falls post office.
Oh, really? You just got to do that? Okay.
Yeah. They just, banded them right back up and shoved them in my P.O. So, it's like, fuck. But the dude I was like, holy shit, yes. It's like, fans are fucking loving it. No. So, ReaperMetalProductions.com. Subscribe, share, all the crap that I hate to remind you of, because when you do all that, we'll be able to talk to you next time.